to another Lukeovision video, and I want to welcome each and every one of you straight back to my channel and back to another
Ew, that's rank
Wednesday. Yes, every hump day, every Wednesday, I'll be bringing you a top 12. Yes, I'm going to be ranking every country who participated at Eurovision from 2010 all the way through to 2021 and giving you my tops. Now, this is likely to change due to how many times a country has participated from 2010 to 2021. If they've participated 7 times, you'll be getting a top 7. If they've participated 8 times, a top 8. You get it. Capiche, capoosh, capash. You've got it. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my rundown of my favourites from Belgium. Yes, the king and queens of dark pop. The moody undertones, the vibes, the aura. The country that hit differently. And before I get cracking, guys, I want to know who your favourite entrant is from Belgium from 2010 to current day. Or is your favourite from Belgium from a previous decade? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments section, because it's your comments that make this series so much more worthwhile. I love getting your input and really having a good conversation with you. And you guys appreciate my tastes just as I appreciate yours, and it's what makes the competition so special and unpredictable. So let's do this. Oh, look at that. It's time to be frank. Let's rank. I'll try not to waffle and I'll try and get through these as quick as I can. So in 12th place we have 2011 Witlove Bay and their song With Love Baby. Guys, I am just really not a fan of this song. Usually I can try and find the good in every song, but I struggle for words with this. I see what they were trying to do. I see that they were trying to do something different, a little bit quirky, a little bit out of the box. But for me, I cannot listen to this. I like and I appreciate that every member has a really good voice in their own right. But when they mash it together, it's so cringy to me and I'm so sorry. It's like chocolate and cheese. Alone they are fantastic. But together, I just feel like sometimes the harmonies don't match and some of the vocals are really off and screechy. It's kind of like the Pentatonics held an open audition to find another member and it just did not work for them. Sorry. In 11th place is 2012, Iris and her track, Would You? And quite honestly, no, I wouldn't. Sorry, Iris. She has a lovely voice, it cannot be denied, and the staging is so simple and so effective because it is a mid-tempo to slower tempo kind of ballad. She is very endearing and very sweet. However, the song is so stagnant and it just needs a little kick to get going. It feels like it is seriously missing an energy boost and there's no enthusiasm. Now, I don't know if that's the kind of niche she is going for, like this cutesy girl next door vibe. It does kind of give me a Poundland version of Taylor Swift. There's some lovely little simple guitar strums in there and there are some classical elements as well, but it's just really lackluster and dull. In 10th place we have 2014 Axel and his track Mother. Now, you guys know I love an emotional ballad just as much as I love a bop, but this emotional ballad is a bit too much for me. It's a bit too preachy and a bit too emotional, and I think there's a worry of overdoing it on the emotional side because you can kind of push and push and push to really draw an audience in. But then you cross that line and you just go too hard. I understand the sentiment that he is singing about and it is really sung from deep within and it is passionate and emotive. But to me, it comes across as very try-hard and quite musical theatre. And you guys know I love musical theatre, but there is a time and a place for that kind of song. And this one is just a little bit too much. I think if he toned it down a little bit and really reined in the dramatics on stage, then it would have really worked in his favour, but it was a little bit too much. Great talent, great personality, but altogether, it just didn't work for me. Okay, in 9th place we have 2020, Hooverphonic's first track, Release Me. Now, this is quite similar to the previous entrants I've already mentioned. It's another song to me. It's this kind of weird tempo. There's emotional ballads, there's a banger, and there's a mid-tempo bop, and there's a mid-tempo track. This song, and I know it's the vibe they're going for, don't come for me, it's their artistry, they're being true to themselves, but I just find it quite dreary and I really want to just push it along. Just speed it up a notch. I'm not asking for a banger, I'm not asking for a bop. When a song is at this tempo, I really can't connect with it. And I think what doesn't help is that the vocals in themselves really lack enthusiasm. And again, it's the artistry and it's the vibe and it's the mood that they're going for. But for me, I don't feel anything. You've got 2014 Axel and he's got so much emotion and so much power behind him. And then you've got 2020 with Hooverphonic and there's not enough passion or not enough emotion for me. There's no middle ground. It's either all or nothing. Okay, in 8th place, and this is really going to surprise a lot of people, but if you're a long-time subscriber, this will not surprise you. It's 2017, Blanche and her track City Lights. I know this was a movement. I know this is a lot of people's favourites. People absolutely stan this song. And you know what, guys? Rock on. You stan until your little heart is content. However, it just does nothing for me. But I can tell you that Blanche is so effortlessly cool and modern. She did not need to do a lot on that stage to have the whole audience eating out of the palms of her hands. She's a force to be reckoned with, and she doesn't need to be emotive or powerful and strong. She just has to be herself, and her artistry seeps through. Just because the song isn't to my tastes, I can appreciate it is a decent track. And I'm going to be honest, I do think it deserved 4th place because it really stood out in 2017. I think the 4th place position was rightfully deserved, but it's just not a song I would listen to. For 2017 and for today's standards, she's very modern, fresh and contemporary. Rock on, Blanche. Now in 7th place we have 2010, Tom Dice and Me and My Guitar. Don't judge me, guys. Yes, I know I have cheesy and very weird taste indeed, but there is something about this song that just gets me. What I think is really nice is that there are so many classical elements within the instrumentation, even though he's just stood there solo with his guitar. Like, you hear some strings and you hear lots of lovely, elegant instruments in the background. His voice is so endearing and he comes across so vulnerable. He has his heart on his sleeve and he is not afraid to put his emotions out there. And I think this song is really good for a storytelling factor as well. He really paints a picture with his vocals and he believes every single word he is singing, and it really draws the audience in and he makes it engaging. For otherwise what could be seen as a boring emotional ballad, I think it's really sweet and really endearing, and I think it deserves more praise. But 6th place was pretty good. Now in 6th place we have 2019, Elliot and his track Wake Up. Now what I love about this is that it is Belgium in full force, what we come to expect from Belgium. Dark, moody pop. And Elliot is so young, and yes, he may be lacking a little bit in confidence and the performance may have been a little bit stiff and stagnant, but the song is good in its own right. I love that it has a great message behind it, and he is spreading so many positive vibes and a good message. Yet again, it is another artist that is very contemporary, very fresh and very current, and it definitely has that dark pop moody factor. Now in 5th place we have 2013, Roberto and his track Love Kills. Now you guys pretty much know why I've selected this song for 5th place, because it's a Belgian bop. It is so good. I love a cheesy dance song, and this is a good old cheesy dance song. The only thing that is really weird about this song to me is the strange dancing that the two ladies do either side. They kind of do the chicken head at some points, and it's a bit distracting, but overall it's a great performance and great staging. I think the song is produced very, very well. There is a lot going on in the instrumentation, and his voice is good for what the song is. I think it's a bit of a party. I would have loved to have seen him move a bit more and have a bit more enthusiasm and energy, because yet again, it's another artist from Belgium that is very... not a lot going on up here, not a lot of enthusiasm. I want to see him own the stage and have a good time. It's a bop, it's right down my alley music-wise, and it's so something I would listen to. In 4th place, we have 2021, Hooverphonic are back with their 2nd track and their original lead singer with The Wrong Place. This is moody, this is a vibe, it's Halloweeny, and it slaps so differently. And unlike some of the other artists that I have mentioned with a lack of enthusiasm, I think you can definitely tell there is an essence of enthusiasm and energy. They are just channeling it a lot differently within this track. The whole vibe, the whole artistry comes through, and I love that they are standing up for what they believe in, and they are not selling out. They are sticking to their artistry, and they are sticking to what they do best. They've not brought a song especially for Eurovision. They have brought their artistry to the Eurovision stage, and they are using the platform to promote them in the best way possible. So rock on, Hooverphonic. Also, I love that the song is about a one-night stand. I think that is epic, so good, and there is so much symbolism in the music video and the song generally. And yet again, it's another song that really paints a picture with the lyrics and the vocals. You're kind of transported into this different world with different motifs, and the instrumentation, sublime. Okay, taking the bronze trophy in 3rd place is 2018, Scenic and A Matter of Time. This was absolutely robbed. I remember being outraged. This is such a dramatic song that would not be out of place on a James Bond soundtrack. Scenic has this whole artistry, this moody vibe down to a T. And yet again, she has not a lot going on in the facial department. but she makes it work to her favour, and she does it incredibly well, and it suits the song very, very well indeed. I think she is quite charismatic and has a great stage personality. I think she's a very talented vocalist indeed, and she really does a lot of different things with her voice. Even though you could argue that it sounds quite monotone, it is not. She just has a very soft and subtle voice, but she makes it work very well. Also, the song supplies a great hook. Echoes, echoes. I love that it's the word echoes, and there is an echo on the word echo. How many times did I just say echo? Now in second place we have 2016. What's the pressure? Yes, this is a Fleur East banger if I ever heard one. Laura really supplied a bop in 2016, didn't she? It was a nice change and a nice avenue for Belgium to really go down. It was so different to the moody pop that we had become so accustomed to. And at the end of the day, it worked in their favour, and it really did help put them on the map. Laura is a great stage personality. She really sells the song. But yes, at first, didn't like it. Yes, shocker. This was one of the songs that I first heard and I thought,
ugh, what is this?
After about 3 listens, bam, I was in there. I absolutely loved it. It has an old style funk but modern but retro feel to it as well. I'm not sure how it quite did what it did, but it did. Apologies that I'm making no sense. It's feel good, it's vibrant, it's fresh. There's the enthusiasm and there's the energy I've been looking for this entire video. Laura saved the day. Okay guys, you have figured it out. In first place is 2015, Loïc Natet has taken the gold trophy with Rhythm Inside from 2015. Guys, this song is quite honestly iconic. In my opinion, the best track Belgium have sent from 2010. If you disagree, let me know otherwise. The sound is the most 2015 you will ever find, but in a good way. The song takes so many different twists and turns, and I love the staccato way of singing. Loïc has such a highly toned voice, and it is so unique and makes it so pleasant and different to listen to compared to some of the other songs that you heard in the 2015 contest. I think this song is his artistry down to a T, and yet again, it is like an artist going to Eurovision rather than a singer being given a song and saying, yeah, sing that, that'll do. Loïc really went for it, and it really worked in his favour. Also, the dancing on stage was immense. The lighting and the staging was everything, and he really put everything in that performance. His face was doing everything, but I was living for it because he put everything into it, and that's what I want to see. Now, this is a prime example of how you have a moody, dark kind of track, but also lots of energy and enthusiasm. Quite honestly, it is a magic that I'm not sure Belgium are going to be able to replicate again. However, I would love to be proven wrong, and I would love to see Belgium really come back with a vengeance and bring something absolutely phenomenal. So guys, there we have it. There is my rundown and my top 12 of Belgium from 2010 to 2021. What did you think of this rank, and do you agree with any of my placements? Please let me know all of your thoughts down below. I cannot wait to get stuck into your comments. But that is all from me today, guys. If you love it, ew, that's Rank Wednesday, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, that subscribe button, and that bell notification button. That way you can stay up to date with all of the videos I have on this channel. But that's all from me today, guys. All that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.